All right, welcome back here to The Hill on News Nation. That right there is a live look at LAX, Los Angeles International Airport. Many of you might be traveling for the holidays. If you are, you're probably using rewards or frequent flyer miles to get there. Turns out those points might not be as advertised. The Department of Transportation now probing complaints that airline loyalty programs are deceptive and unfair. What about this, Tia? Because they're now taking this up with the major airlines saying, you know what? You're watering down these points. There's too many fees. What's up with the loyalty programs?
I think it's interesting. You know, me writing for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, Delta Airlines is based in Atlanta, and they've caught some heat when they announced changes to their loyalty program.
That was a
September.
massive story. Like, they got so much blowback on that.
They got a lot of blowback, and to their credit, they came back. Well, maybe not to their credit, but to their, you know, realizing the reality of the pushback, said we've got to do something about this because we're losing it over here. But I think the question is the transparency and the fact that airlines legally right now can kind of unilaterally make changes, and those who are already enrolled in the loyalty programs have no recourse. They just have to go with it. And I think that's what really Delta faced in September, that ramped up some of these investigations.
You want government stepping in here?
No, I want to say one more thing to that. I think the points program is a Ponzi scheme, and it's a Ponzi scheme to drive you into their co-branded credit cards. As we discussed before, that's where the real money's at for the airlines. They want you to take on their credit card, and if you have their credit card, you're using their charges, they're always going to give you more points, and those points are going to continue to be of value, or else you wouldn't be using that credit card.
I'm going to get to that. Do you want government
I want government to look at it. I don't know that I necessarily want government to fix it, because as you and I discussed, I don't know exactly what the Durbin-Marshall bill is going to do that's going to make it any better. But we do need to get to the bottom of it.
There's a legal piece to this, too. When they changed the agreement, your old agreement and the benefits you've received, you may not have manifested the use of those points, and then they changed the agreement without notice and say, now, here's the new agreement. So what happens to all my points and that old agreement and the benefits? I just lose them as a consumer, or it feels like you lose them as a consumer. And so there's got to be some recourse for the individual who is invested in that point system.
Airlines are?
I have never been disappointed by an Edwards of Virginia wigwam ham. Other than that, I have been disappointed by almost every commercial enterprise that I have been attached to.
Okay, we were trying to
until I realized something. They're trying to get as much money out of me as they possibly can.
Right.
That's what they're trying to do. So if I manage my expectations, I'm not going to get mad, and I just want them to take me to the place that I want to go and not have anything bad happen on the way. And thanks, American Airlines. Please upgrade me to
I just want everyone at home to consider this. When you look at the market cap of these companies, of the three major airlines, Delta, American, United, their market cap right now, give or take $48 billion. When you look at the rewards programs, the credit cards for those three airlines, they're valued at, give or take, $72 billion. The credit cards valued more than the airlines. Something to consider.
When they start that speech, I start looking for the parachute, because they go on. I say just.
They're in the
By the way,
That's the point. That's how they're trying to make money. But the credit card's the whole point. That's how they're trying to stay ahead of the game. And it's always going to be about the credit card. And eventually it's going to be about some other widget. But right now, you can make money
Here's
while you sleep.
Here's another one I find fascinating. Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.